Is it time? It is time. Let's do it.
You might want to hear this. The name's Pete Johns. He plays music, other people's music. But he's allowed to. They send it in to him. They want to be heard. The name of the show? Oh, alright, I'll tell you. Yeah. It's Your Music Live.
It sure is. Thank you, Kronk Song, for that introduction. Welcome to the show. My name is Pete. This is Studio Live today and Your Music Live. This is our weekly 2-hour love fest of independent music here on Studio Live today, where we play your songs, and we do it because the wonderful folks at DistroKid bring you this show. They are the sponsors of this show, and if you've got your own music to release onto Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all the places, check out DistroKid. There's a link up there. There's a link in the description. They'll save you 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Why don't we get into some music here, shall we? Our first track here today is an artist that I've loved for some time now. She's been here on the show before, and her name is Xylo Arya, an Australian artist, and she rocks. So let's take a listen to her brand new tune called Hover here on Your Music Live.
You ran away, didn't communicate. Out of sight, not out of my mind. Your shadow stayed, you put me in a haze. I continue to hide. Remember the day, beautiful fairy tale. With you I fantasize. You are so true, look after me too. What happened to that guy? Somehow I make you my problem. I just wanna solve them for you. You think I don't care, but I'd harbor till you have broke me into two.
One and only Xylo Arya, kicking us off here in style on Your Music Live. How good is that? Yeah, that bass, it just grabs you and doesn't let you go the whole way through. Very cool, very nice, very smooth, and yeah, really professional. And if you want to learn more about Xylo, she's got a podcast. She runs a production group called the MPW, the Music Production for Women. But don't worry, anyone can join and anyone can be involved. So do go and check that out, and check out the interview I did with Xylo here on the channel if you want to learn more about what she's got going on. Welcome to the show once again. If you're new here, what we do is we play your songs. You can submit them using the form down in the description. Just go to studiolivetoday.com/YML and we will grab your songs. And there's usually about a 3 to 4 week wait for us to be able to play some music. So don't worry if you submitted and we haven't played your song yet. It's on the list, most likely, because I do try to play as much music as is submitted as possible, including music from folks who have submitted before. So that was Xylo's first time here on the show. Perhaps maybe played one more of her songs, but we do have folks who have submitted multiple times, including many folks who are my wonderful patrons over at patreon.com/PeteJohns, and this is one of them. This is our man Michael, aka Zealand Band. We normally play Michael's tunes later in the show, so we're going to bump him up the list here a little bit because he's got a brand new tune. It is called Hide and Seek, and we're going to give it a spin right here, right now on Your Music Live. Michael, aka Zealand Band. Let's do it. The thing I love about Michael is that you never quite know what you're going to get. And that is definitely a case of that. Always interesting, quite often experimental, but always super cool. So thank you. As Gary says, great tune as always. A mix of Chinese Zen with modern traditional. Absolutely. Very good. Yeah, love the way it goes from quiet to bang without warning. That's right. You know, music should be unexpected. Sometimes, if you're too predictable, then things can happen. And no, you don't want predictability. You want to be able to do things. Gregory O'Sullivan, I know. I'm too sleepy for this chat too. It's 6:30 a.m. for me here, mate. Just keep that in mind when you see if I can function here for the next 2 hours. Speaking of the next 2 hours, let's just continue on because we got far too much great music for me to be dilly-dallying around here. Once again, we are brought to you by DistroKid, and we'll be hearing about a DistroKid feature that you may want to know about because it can be really cool in helping you promote your music. So stay tuned for that, but for now, we'll jump into another few tunes. We're going to go to a cover song now, and when we talk cover songs, we're usually talking about black covers. Yes, they're right here. They're right here in the chat, and we're about to play a black covers tune. This one, when I was doing the pre-show yesterday, I watched this one and I was so amused. It was funny. It was quality. It's a great song. It's really well recorded. It's a super fun video. So we're going to play a bit of this one here now. This is Black Covers with a Madonna cover called Borderline here on Your Music Live. I know, right? How good is it? Yeah, Russ's second Madonna's record. Still have the 7-inch kicking around. That's super cool. Cy Effin, hope you are doing well. Yeah, the melodies, the vocals, yeah, amazing stuff. So very cool one there. You might be wondering, look, why do you do this? Why do you just play a small portion of these songs and not the whole thing? Well, there's a couple of reasons, and folks who've been around the channel for a while know the reasons, but I'll explain them here. Number one, we want to get through as many songs as possible in the time that we have here together. And number two is it gives you a reason to go and check out the video. So do jump over to Black Covers and check out the full-length video because you want to see the other half because there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. And do check out Viv at Just Cosplay Sings as orchestra, as our friend Black Covers there says, because it sounds like she's got an amazing voice. And if she's doing work like that, that's a good thing. Yes, excellent orchestration as always. Here's the thing. I always get into trouble there. I always play Black Covers a bit too loud because I put the volume up and I set my levels at the start when I play things. But because of the dynamics that Ingo puts into his covers, sometimes it then hits the chorus and it goes in the red. So if you ever hear a little bit of clipping, it's because I've tried to give it as much volume, as much gain, as much juice as I can. And then when we hit the chorus, sometimes it just it goes a bit loud. Let's move on to our next song. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a first timer. This is Jonas Lopez, aka Grass Pipe, and they say the production of this song is 100% in the box and home recorded. It took the band 15 years to finally record and upload it. This song always has been included during live performances of the band between 2003 and 2006. So a long time in the making, and a good lead into talking about song timbre that we'll be chatting about later. But yeah, if you're like these folks and you're sitting on a song or you haven't finished songs, it's super important to finish your songs and get them out there, and we'll be talking more about that later in the show. But let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Broken from Grasspipe here on Your Music Live. Yeah, it's got a bit of that Papa Roach kind of vibe in there, doesn't it? Seems like the 15 years of work has paid off. I agree. Great guitars in there. Really good stuff. Hello, Joe. What do you know? Yeah, good stuff, good beat, good guitars. Just, it reminds me of the 90s, and that's a good thing. Someone posted something yesterday, and it made me feel really old, that the album 10 from Pearl Jam was released 30 years ago. Yeah, don't really want to think about that too much because that's a long time ago. But that's all right. It's good. It's good to be to have the maturity and the wisdom that comes only with being an old fart like myself. Alrighty, let's jump in and we'll grab another tune here. Now this is Mike and Dawn, and I don't ever pronounce their surname correctly, so I'm just going to guess again. Janice. We'll go with that. They say this song is one of our older recordings, recorded in an Ampex 16-track machine we bought and called Bertha. Love it. Come to find out she worked in the RCA recording studio. Cool. The bass player is Jeremy Allsop from Australia. Nice, just in case you know him. No, but that's cool. Your option, Pete. Start at the beginning to miss much of the instrumental. 30 seconds to catch the dueling guitar, keyboard, and saxophone, and we feel enriches the rock funk style of this song. Okay. We'll start it at the start, just so that we've got a bit of an intro going on in here, and then hopefully we still get to a bit of dueling guitar action. And if we don't, then you can just go and listen to it afterwards. Because again, that's how we roll around here. If you don't hear the whole thing, it's a good thing, because you can go. And if you go and subscribe to Mike and Dawn's music, then you won't regret it, because they make some really cool stuff. So let's jump over. This is called On the Right Track. And yep, there we go. YouTube has stopped trying to play it for us. On the Right Track from Dawn, written by Mike. And we're going to play it live on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Reaching down, reaching in, reaching all around. Feeling high, feeling low, feeling bored, not knowing where to go. I was on the wrong track. Now I'm on the right track. I wanna go home. Running there, running far, running everywhere. Trying this, trying that, trying things to see where they were at. Yeah. I was on the outside. Now I'm on the inside. I'm going home. He wants to go home.
Too cool. Too funky. You know, you just want to not go home, but you want to go over to the channel and check out the rest of the tune and all of the other cool stuff that Mike and Dawn do over there. Exactly, Cody. It's got that 70s, 80s pop sound. Sounds like it could be played in a movie, right? Totally. And the bass, whew, catches your attention. Absolutely. It sounds like from 1988. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Mark Cronksong Lovell. If you liked the cool tune that we played at the start there, that was just one of the 5 different YML theme songs that Mark Cronksong Lovell has created for us here. So we do appreciate him, and I appreciate you, because don't forget that sharing is caring. And indeed, Sharon is Karen. And if you would like to live the Sharon is Karen lifestyle, don't forget, yes, the official YML t-shirts and mugs, the Sharon is Karen logo, are available right now. StudioLiveToday.com/merch, and you'll save yourself 10% if you use the code Sharon. So you don't have to have the strange Sharon is Karen. Don't worry, we're not leaving it. You don't have to have the Sharon is Karen. You can get the traditional Studio Live Today t-shirt. But every purchase really does help out the channel, and you can confuse your family and friends with some Studio Live Today merch. Also on the sharing front and the Sharon is Karen front, if you dig this show, if you enjoy YML, why not share it? Uncle Dave really likes metal, and we're about to play an epic metal track. So quickly jump on the phone, get on the SMS, get in Facebook Messenger, share the link, and get Uncle Dave involved, because he's not going to want to miss this next track. So thank you, everyone who shares their joy of music and their love of YML, because it is your music live. It's YouTube, not MeTube. Don't forget that, folks. Speaking of YouTube, I'm very bad at segues, but we're going to play some epic metal here, because there's a bloke by the name of Kev Hart who goes by the name Metal Shack, and he says, "Hey Pete, there's a Garcia pile and a Shack pile. This is straight from the Shack. Darkness runs rampant in the most obvious of places. Enjoy, man. I hope this finds you well. Roadhouse." All right. Let's come in here and give this one a spin. All right, you need to turn this one up to 11. And if there's any children in the room, cover their ears or they may bleed from this one in a good way. All right, this is Metal Shack, Kev Hart with Zero on Your Music Live. Let's do it. Wow, there you go. Fantastic stuff. As always, from Kev Metal Shack. Yeah, that's pretty metal. That's just metal. That's metal right there. Moshin in my kitchen, absolutely. And that is how you make a pro video and solid rock indeed from our man Kev Hart. Yeah, there's something about those heavy metal guitars with the big kick drums, the big bass drums going on in there that just works, doesn't it? And if you want to watch the whole video and check out everything else that Kev does, because Kev's a multifaceted dude. Don't get it wrong. There's a lot of stuff going on over there on Kev's channel, including more epic tunes just like that one. So go and check it out. You will not be disappointed. Alrighty, we'll grab another regular folk here, and then we're going to go back to the archives and jump in and we're going to have some first timers. We're going to have some weird and wacky and wonderful and all sorts of different stuff here. But Ron and Jenny over at Wolfstone Studios have been wonderful supporters of the channel for a very long time, and they've got a new track that they would like to submit. And they say, "Hi Pete, this song centers around a vocal loop that sounds like Get Up, hence the title, Get Up and Go. We recorded the song in GarageBand iOS a few years ago, but updated it utilizing some of the new sound pack features." That is cool. Always fun when you can go back and tackle. So I don't do it enough. I think I need to do that more. Grab some of my older ideas now that there's more sounds and I've got more production techniques, and try that. Alrighty, let's jump in. Yep, there's put some creepy wolf emojis in the chat if you're here and you dig Ron and Jenny and the sound that they go for. And we're going to take a listen to this one here. This is called Get Up and Go. Wolfstone Studio on Your Music Live. More doggos, right? Sorry, I know, we've got to turn down the doggos, which is never fun. My doggo's out there somewhere. Maybe Basil should come and be on the show one day soon. Yeah, you can't go wrong unless you're trying to appeal. Look, we've had cats and we've had doggos on the show here already, so we're going to have to call it Musical Pets Weekly. Or maybe we'll not. But yeah, super cool groove. Loving the really good use of the GarageBand loops in there and the vocals over the top. Perfection. Love it. Love it a lot. So thank you again for sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. Go over to check out the videos that we've been showing here so far, because here's the good news. I do all the hard work for you. I actually go and do all of the video links down in the description as we go. So you get to the end of the show. Russ has said he does this. Russ8889 says the day after YML, he can come back and then he checks out all the videos that he dug the day before. And then you can go and you can support each other and you can leave comments. And it's just a wonderful way to have a community focus. And this is a community. This is all about you. It is your music live. And we can only do it because these wonderful folks, yes, the wonderful folks at DistroKid, they choose to support this show. And I wanted to talk to you today about some more cool DistroKid features, because if you are a musician and you are releasing music with DistroKid, like I am, here's my DistroKid. This is what I've released. You can see here. It's been a while since I've released some songs. So here is Last Songtember. This is my song New Beginning from Last Songtember. So it's been a year since that one. I've only got 3 songs out there. So I am not making the most of my DistroKid account because I have the Musician Plus plan, which means I can release under 2 different artist names and I can release an unlimited number of songs, albums, and EPs. So to have gone an entire year and have only released 3 singles, shame on me, because I should be releasing more music. But we're about to remedy that because it's going to be Songtember. That's our Song in a Month challenge. So I will be creating, recording, and releasing a song using DistroKid, getting it out there onto Spotify and Apple Music and all the places. And one of the features that I've been playing around with, under your goodies tab up the top here, we've actually got some promotion tools here. Now, I showed a couple of weeks ago the mini videos, and if you've been on the channel this week, you would have seen that I actually used one of these mini videos, in fact, 2 of them, to put some videos out here. If I go to the My Videos button here, you'll see that I created these. I created some for Hold On and for New Beginning, and they're little 15 to 30 second clips that you can share. And the cool thing about these is that they're vertical or they're square. So you can use them on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, in your stories, wherever you like. But it is only a clip of your video. DistroKid, if you want your whole song, I've just done this for the very first time, and you can actually use, under that same part here in promotions, you can use the Visi video generator. Now, this is super cool. It's integrated right here into DistroKid. It does cost a little bit, but I think it's worth it for what you get. If we hit the Get Started button here, what you can do is you can choose one of these templates. So let's say I wanted to choose this Outrun template, which looks kind of cool. You can hit the play button here, and it's going to show you what it's going to look like. It's going to, of course, have your album artwork there, but that's what it's going to look like. So if I wanted to, say, use this for the Righty Dokey song that I put out, I've forgotten the name of that called, Time McFlies. There we go. Where did I put it? There you go. So Time McFlies, you can put in here your artist name, the song title. It'll replace it with your album artwork. And then you can actually create one of 3 videos, either square, vertical, horizontal, or all 3. So it's going to cost you $9, so $8.99 per video. And it gives you the entire length of the video, and it creates an entire interactive animated song. Now, because I wanted to show you how this actually works, here's one I created earlier. I'm like a chef. I already did one. Now, I did a vertical one for my song New Beginning so that I can share this on platforms that do vertical, and you can, of course, use it as a square version. But if we play this here, and I turn up the volume, how cool is that? And there you go. You get the whole song and you can play it there. And I could have that as a square or a horizontal video if I preferred. So it's a very cool way. And don't forget, you can try it for free. Use the free version. So come into the Promote Yourself. Regardless of what plan you're on, you can use the mini videos. You can use the promo cards. There's a bunch of stuff that DistroKid has here for you. And it can help you enhance and promote your music online. Speaking of online, we're going to jump online and play some more tunes because we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. And because we're talking DistroKid, someone who has recently started their music releasing journey with DistroKid is our man Russ, 8889. In fact, I'm playing his song before I've even introed it. Russ 8889. So he keeps playing it. No, stop. He's just released a song on DistroKid, and he has an album in the works from his band, the Gentle Giants. No? The Delicate Giants. There you go. Sorry, Russ. I'll be playing Beatles next to insult you. So Russ says, hello, Pete. A GarageBand learning curve this weekend watching your instructional course. Nice. Ready for Songtember, should be fun. Here's another mellow track this week while I wind down for summer we haven't had in the UK. A track made on my iPad 2 and mastered by Jade Star on her Patreon stream. My album is finally finished for the Delicate Giant, so hopefully will be released through DistroKid for the second week in Songtember. Thank you as always from Russ. Yeah, let's get in and take a listen to this, shall we? This is Russ, 8889. You've had a teaser, you've heard it twice. It is called Mellow Chime. Russ, 8889 on Your Music Live. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to go? I know, I can hear you booing me because you want to hear where it goes. But yeah, you're going to have to go and check out Russ and all of the great music that he produces and shares over on his channel. Yeah, made on iPad 2. That's pretty cool. That's some old school stuff right there from Mr. Russ. 8889, excellent track, very epic indeed. Let's continue on, shall we? Because we got a whole bunch to catch up on here that we haven't played from the past. So we're going to do some quick fire stuff here because these are some new, some old, some folks that have sent us their songs and we haven't got around to them. So we're going to play some catch up here for the next sort of 30 minutes. But don't worry, we've got, in the second hour, we've got some new Thomas Gillane, we've got some Happy Ron, and we're going to be finishing some new Thomas Christ, and we're actually going to be closing out with a song from Glenn Clark. I know many of you have seen it, but if you haven't, look forward to that. That's it's epic. You're going to love it. But let's continue and grab this song here. This one is from HyperX, and it says, "I wrote this song in my bedroom in my home studio." And you know what we love? We like folks who write things in their bedroom, in their home studio. So we're going to play this one. This is HyperXXX, and it's a tune. We're in SoundCloud, but we don't have any Lotto Cat. This is a tune called Running Away, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
Difficult. Oh, your appearance like a miracle. Oh, yeah, you're making me hysterical. told you it's gonna be okay. I just need a little space, cause you put me through pain. Always pick up your calls late. Ooh baby, you don't deserve the hate, cause I've been making bank. We've been getting gains, and I really hope it's not one of those rainy days.
Very nicely done. Running Away. I like the sound. Radio quality indeed. Good use of the auto tune. Good low end. Good bass in that one, and very, very cool. And you can listen to even more using the link down below. Nice vibe in that one. Yeah, very, very cool. And yeah, we got a little bit more. We're not all about the rock and the singer songwriter and the metal. We got all sorts of different sounds going on here on the show, including our next song. We're going to move through again. This is our quick fire session. We're going to catch up on some of these. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'll get you, Gadget. I'll get you next time. That makes no sense, Johns. All right, we're going to move on here. This is Treshad J, and they said this song is pretty much about still loving the person you used to be with and still wanting them. This was the second song I recorded, my first time being in the studio. That's pretty exciting. So we'll jump in here and take a listen to this one. Treshad J, Still Need, Still Love on Your Music Live.
Your love back then. I don't know what I'd do without you, cause these feelings I have for you are still true. I don't know how I can get myself from being stuck in this love trap, cause I always seem to want you back. I still need you, I still love you, 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 I can't get over you, cause I still love you. You will never understand how it is to be without you.
Very cool indeed. There you go, Treshad J. Still Need, Still Love. Who was it that someone said, yeah, that sometimes breakup songs make the best songs. It's true. Sometimes, yeah, that's what you get. It's when you're feeling things the most is when you tend to write the best songs, and whether that feeling is happiness, sadness, or somewhere in between, yeah, it can often result in something pretty cool. Speaking of pretty cool, let's jump over to Paulie Foster, who says, first of all, this song is in Spanish, since I'm a native Spanish speaker, and it is about how a frog has to move on from his comfort zone with the help of her husband, and around that the song flows. I like the idea of that. This sounds like fun. We go into some frog songs here. Not Frog Stomp, that's an album from Silverchair. Paulie Foster, I'm going to butcher this, but Nenufa del Antia on Your Music Live.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, I love it when you're listening to something and it just goes to show that it doesn't have to be in a language you understand to actually have some cool meanings. Yeah, nice wide stereo feel on that one. Just a nice subtle percussion, subtle little piece of instrumentation there. Very cool indeed. I dig it. What do you think of this this speed session here? I'm determined to catch up on some of these songs, and I'd rather play them than skip them and not play them at all. So we're going to do a little bit. We're going to continue on here and play just a minute of a bunch of these tunes. So we've got another one here that says, "This is a classic music I made digitally. Love your work and I hope you enjoy." This is from Milhai. Hello to you. Hope you are doing well. This is probably the first time we've played you on the show, and this is called First Insurgents on Your Music Live. Right? Yeah, it could definitely be a movie score, that one. Some really good stuff, some good choice of instruments in there, building up nicely. Where is it going to go? Well, you're going to need to jump down into the description and listen to the track and find out. Because this is what we're doing. We're giving you a taste here, and we're gonna give you a taste of this next one, and it's from Waves, and they said the following: "I made it in GarageBand with a night party feeling." All right, I'm too old to night party. I day party these days. I had a day date with my wife yesterday. It was fun because why not? The kids are at school. You don't need babysitters, and you can go and hang out with the people that you like spending time with. So I don't know where I was going with that. This is Waves, and it's called Obscuro, and we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Oh, they've queued us up here to the 59-second mark. Good work. Let's give this one a spin. Waves on Your Music Live. Very minimalist, just a little sprinkling. It's like when you make French fries extra delicious just by putting a little sprinkle of salt. Sometimes if you salt things too heavily, you ruin the flavor. But that was just cool, right? Yeah, it was going somewhere, I know. And I love that when like you get that, you think it's going to kick in. Too many times, like people have these predictable drops, and a tune like that doesn't have any predictability. You don't know where it's going, and that feeling of like angst of like, where's this going? That is super cool. So Waves, I dig it. I approve because that matters. No, thank you for submitting, and thank you. I hope we hear from you again. November Boy is our next song, and they say, I recorded this on iPhone with GarageBand. Whoop, whoop. It's really a concept song. One person's initial reaction was, oh my God, this is so sexual. Really was the furthest thing from my mind when I recorded. It was totally playful for me. I was in love, and I was dreaming of a lot of different inspirations at the time. I'm happy with the way it came out, and it's very danceable. All right, get on your dancing shoes, folks, and we're going to play this one. It is called Touch Me in the Morning. So yeah, I see where your friend got that idea. So let's give this one a spin. November Boy with Touch Me in the Morning on Your Music Live. Right? Nice. Yeah. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. And yeah, I could get a bit of a beach party vibe, that one in there. Definitely a chair dancing winner for me. So yeah, great stuff. November Boy. Man, you folks are going to have your work cut out for you. If you want to catch up on all of these cool tunes, you're going to have a lot of work to do over the next couple of days. I can tell you that much. Right, let's move on to our next tune. This is from 4C Studio, and they say, we all make mistakes. We do. Mistakes make you better. And this song is about one of mine. I'm playing and singing everything. Thanks, bud. No, thanks to you, because it's your music live. As we always say here, it's your music live, not my music live. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. It's called Distorted, and it's Patrick, who goes by the name, what was it, 4C? 4C Studio on Your Music Live. There we go.
I never meant to have it go this way again. I promise. But now there's time to remember what I did. I'm sorry, yeah, for all the things I lost, but I could have found. And yeah,
Yeah. How cool is that? Yeah, I agree. Pretty cool. The vocals, the guitars, the bass, the drums, just everything nice and balanced. A nice grungy feel. Yeah, a bit Silverchair, I reckon, Dan. Bit of a Silverchair vocal sound there. Very 90s grunge. Very awesome. Yeah, guitars are primo and great vocals. I know I say this every week, and I'm like a bloody broken record around here, but it's amazing the level of talent that we have here. Every time I spin some songs, I'm like, okay, surely we're going to run out. Surely the tap's going to run dry. But it just goes to show that it is limitless. As I say, we're in the digital recording environment. We have a recording studio in our pocket, so you have the ability to keep creating, and more people creating, sharing more and more music. Remember, if you're having fun here, there's a thumbs up button you can hit down below. You can share this as well. There's a share button there, which means you can share it with your family, your friends, your fellow home recording enthusiasts. Get them over here to listen to your tracks, but let them know that they can submit their own tracks, because more the merrier is what I say, even though it gives me mild anxiety seeing the list growing each week and knowing that I'm not quite catching up. But that's okay. Isaac Garcia does some wicked covers, and this week he's got a cover. He says, you might not know this song because you live in Australia, but here in the US it was number 7 on the Billboard Top 100 in 2006. It's called Crazy by Niles Barkley. I know Crazy well. It's a very cool song. And after learning that they sampled an old Western movie, cowboy movie soundtrack theme to make the song, I was blown away. I made my version in GarageBand and used your vinyl sounding tip to make it sound like it was sampled. Cool. I mastered it on Schnalls, and I hope you guys enjoy. Very cool. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one, a cover of the Niles Barkley classic Crazy from Isaac Garcia. I remember when I lost my mind. Sorry, I'll go back to this. Does that make me crazy? It sure does. Isaac Garcia has a way of just creating covers that are an homage to the original work, but take it to a slightly different level, and I really dig it. So, yeah, sorry. I can't help but do it. I can't help but sing along when there's a cool thing like that. Yeah, I know. I want to get Isaac's covers and just like lay vocals on them, because he does it so well, and I really dig it. Excellent stuff there. Really nicely done. Very, very good. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. We're going to keep catching up on these. Here's a little behind the scenes thing. We're almost at the end of July in terms of some of these submissions that we haven't got around to playing. So I'm determined that we're going to at least get into August, so I can say hand on heart that we're only 4 weeks behind, because some of these have been like 5 weeks and longer. All right, let's play this tune. This artist says, wrote it on my Mac during the Q word because of the C word, started from a drum take and recorded all the instruments after. Very cool. And this is Ersen Vanilla, and it's a track called Altered, and we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live. really dig that. Yeah? Totally cool. Yeah, exactly. It opens up and you got that panning going on there. A little bit kooky, a little bit weird, and a little bit strange in a really good way. Lead guitar tone on point, and the drums. Like that panning, my goodness. And the thing with something like that is that, yeah, where's my cocktail, right? The thing with something like that is that's good, not only because what you hear, but the white space in between. It's kind of like design, if you've ever studied design. If you just cram everything in, like have you seen thumbnails on YouTube where they just try to put everything in? You need to have the white space. And the white space equivalent in music is that stop point, that point where you minimalize, where you go to nothing at all. And that's what makes that cool, because you're like, oh, it just kind of keeps pushing it along. So yeah, really dig that. Fabulous. Exactly. Fab track. I agree. Dragon Lady. Whenever I see Dragon Lady music experience, I think of a teacher that we used to mean and cruelly call Dragon Lady at high school. I hope she's doing well. I've actually forgotten her actual name. Isn't that sad? Where it's like, oh no, it's Dragon Lady. Like, what's her actual name? Nobody knows. She's Dragon Lady. Alrighty. I like it when people send me quirky stuff. Grantham Guitar Session said, Game of Thrones opening credits all recorded with a silent guitar on GarageBand. I know absolutely nothing of what any of that means. I'm not a Game of Thrones guy, and a silent guitar in GarageBand, I don't know what that means either. But we're about to find out, you and I. Let's jump on over and see what we got going on with this one. It is Game of Thrones, the main theme cover from Grantham Guitar Sessions. Turning it up. Here we go. Very nicely done indeed, even for someone like me who has never watched an episode of Game of Thrones. I know, you can pile on and say it's the best TV show in the history of the world ever, and maybe you're right, but I just never landed in my wheelhouse, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to have one more tune that we're going to sneak in here, and then we're going to jump over for our toilet break this week, which is going to be a very cool song. So stay tuned for that, what we're going to put in the toilet. If you don't know what that means, there used to be a show called The Late Show here in Australia, and they had a segment called The Toilet Break every week, which was basically exactly what it sounds like. It was an opportunity for folks to just stretch their legs. But here's the thing, you can take it with you. Like if you're listening on your phone, just take it with you. You can go in any time. You don't have to be on camera, because it'd be a bit awkward if I try. Anyway, let's move on. This is Z-Man 8, or Z-Man 8, instrumental song, space rock electronica. I've got a backstory here. I wound up in a homeless shelter 2 years ago. No band, no instruments, no desktop computer. Left my only option was to learn GarageBand on my iPhone, which I had no prior knowledge that it was even a viable recording studio in iOS at all, and record with those instruments available. So I imagined I had all my all-star 7-piece band and I were all together playing, started writing all the parts, and a few days later editing, learning as I went. I woke up soon after with my first track done, Streetlights Space Rock. And doing this and realizing what could be done with just an iPhone and GarageBand saved my life figuratively and literally. If that's not the coolest intro story that you've heard to a tune, I don't know what to tell you, because that's pretty darn cool. So I hope you are doing well, Z-Man 8, and we're going to take a listen to what the product of that was, which is called Streetlights Space Rock, here on Your Music Live. right? Yeah, absolutely. Very, very cool stuff. And yeah, just nicely done and very cool. And yeah, great to hear the story. I don't know. I've said it before that music can, like, literally and figuratively save lives. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's kind of the truth. And I've always said that music it'll take you from it'll give you up a notch. I think it gives you a chance, because if you're in absolute desperation, it can be enough to pull you through. If you're having a good time, you can have a great time. If you're having a great time, you can have an epic time. But very rarely does the process of creating and listening and sharing music make you feel worse, unless it's designed to do so. In that case. But yeah, really, really good stuff. Top notch. Nicely done. Kronk Song's ears are dancing. They feel like dancing. Speaking of dancing, no, I'm really bad at segues. So speaking of dancing, all the songs we've played so far in this first half are linked down in the description. If you want to circle around and check them out in the future, you can do exactly that, because I've done all the hard work for you. And we are going to jump into our toilet breaks now. And I'm going to play a brand new tune from our wonderful moderator here. He does a live show every week straight after this one, so you can jump over and check that one out. We usually close with him, but by the time we get to the end of the show, you know, your ears are tired, and sometimes it's not the best time to feature a song. Sorry, Glenn. I'm playing Glenn Clark's song last, and he's like, "Oi, Pete, what are you trying to say?" No, it is a good spot to be, but we tend to play Thomas Christ at the end of the show a lot. So I wanted to put him smack bang here in the middle on the toilet, because he's got a 4.5 minute song, so I can actually get away and make sure I have plenty of time. No, so we're going to play this one. So what does Thomas Christ have to say? Latest track from my new album, The Creator, which is slated for release on Friday, September 3rd. That's like next week. This track was created in Logic Pro, mastered by Jade Star, and deals with the real or perceived flaws one has that limits them as a creator and a human. I think it's a great song. I think it's a great premise. Thomas Christ is one of my favorite artists, and he's a wonderful supporter of this channel, and does a lot of hard work behind the scenes to keep everyone playing nicely here in the live stream. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here, but don't worry, the music won't stop, because we're going to play this one. It is Flaw in My Design, Thomas Christ on Your Music Live.
Bust with no face.
Very cool. Very nice. That was Thomas Christ, Flaw in My Design from the upcoming album, The Creator. Boom. Yeah, lovely. Moody intro in there. Very good. Great tune. Awesome stuff. Everyone digging it. And if you want to catch Thomas live, he will be live immediately following this. Thomas, if you can do us a favor, there's the link for the album that you can follow with DistroKid. It'll be released in just a week's time. And if you want to check out what all the fuss is about, go and grab a look at Thomas Christ live following this show. So we're going to move on here to our big second half. We've got a whole bunch of cool stuff coming up in the second half. So you don't really want to leave. You don't want to go nowhere. Now, I'm not sure that we've played a tune from X before. I saw X hanging around here in the channel earlier today. So we are going to give a track a spin. X says, I just keep making music. Enjoy your channel, Pete. Take care, everybody. An artist of few words, that's right. Sometimes we get long monologues and sometimes we just get a few words. But either way, it tells us what's going on here. And that is this tune from X. Really nicely produced video. Really cool tune. It is called 365. And we're going to give it a spin here, live on Your Music Live. Really cool. I like the video on that one. Interesting stuff going on there. Nice beat. Good use of the... I know, look, every time we play a song that has auto-tune, it kind of splits the room sometimes. It does divide some people. I think used as an effect. And I say this every time there's a song with auto-tune in it. I go, voice sounding like instruments. That's what it's all about. It is an effect. It's an instrument. It's a way to make something unique. It's not to cover up the fact that you can't sing. And you can tell when people are just using auto-tune because they can't hold a tune, as opposed to using it to complement a track like this. So yeah, exactly. The vocal treatment fit the song really well. Good stuff, cool stuff, awesome video. Go and check out X, creating some good stuff over there on the channel there. Thank you, the No Fear. For those that were asking, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the show here, submit your songs. It's usually anywhere between a 1 and 7 week waiting period because we do mix things up. We try to play different tunes from different folks, but we also have some folks who are very, very prolific is the word I'm looking for. Very prolific with the music that they produce. And as Jade says, you can check out more of X's tunes there. Let's jump to our next tune. This one is from SGS Beat. And they say, when the P word lockdown, the P word, L word, I'm just going to say the words now, hit my town, I discovered GarageBand. A lot of folks did. I finished this piece. I was hooked and never stopped since. So again, a very common thing that a lot of folks, they got into GarageBand or they got into home recording and then they started using GarageBand and they've just never stopped. So I think that's a cool thing. If there's good that has come out of the C word, it is that so many folks have started creating so much good music that I honestly just can't keep up. And by the way, Thomas says he's live tomorrow. So he's doing a show tomorrow as opposed to today, as he usually does. So thanks for clarifying that one. Glad I didn't close with it now, Thomas, and say, all right, now go check out Thomas. And you're like, no, Pete, I'm not playing today. All right, let's jump in and check this one out. An instrumental beat, Alley Cat, from Jazzco. Jazzco Records. I've seen you here in the stream. Thank you for submitting. Let's give this one a spin on Your Music Live. Right, it snaps, it moves, and I love the feel. Upbeat, chirpy, nice vibe. Yeah, very cool. And the Jazz Hustle flute. One of these days, I'm going to do an entire album of just Jazz Hustle flute loops in GarageBand. It's one of my favorite. Jazz Hustle flute and Latin piano. My two favorite GarageBand loops. Whenever I hear them, I'm like, yes, there they are. In a good way. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's cool to hear those sounds used really well. Really nice. Really jazzy. Really funky. And really cool. Well put together. Love it. Thank you for submitting, and we hope to hear more from you soon. Speaking of more, we're going to play this song. This is from Just Le Dimanche, aka Roland, which Dimanche is Sunday, isn't it? It's Sunday. Yeah, sorry. I think last time I got this wrong as well. Someone corrected me. It's a tune called Faded Memories. They say, I present to you my last track, Faded Memories. I composed the music on my piano and then on GarageBand iPad. The singer's name is Eleanor. She's 100% virtual. Whoa. It is indeed a synthetic voice. However, I wrote the lyrics. If a real singer likes my song, she can contact me. Very cool. I can send her the instrumental part of the song will come to life. Thanks again for your shows, and I hope you like it. See you soon. Note at 3 minutes 30 for the final, Eleanor goes up a few octaves. Oh, will we make it to 3 minutes 30? We might have to jump to 3 minutes 30 because we normally only play 1 to 2 minutes. So let's spin this one here. It's called Faded Memories, Just Le Dimanche on Your Music Live.
Like a face drawn on the sand, disappears, drowned in the wave. Faded memories on my mind, like a glow lost in the mist. But you are there, near me. Yes, you are there, near me. And you are there, near me. Faded memories.
All right. Should we do we need to explore the 3 minute 30 mark that our friend Roland told us, where it goes up a couple of octaves? Let's just jump over and take a listen, shall we? All right, come on. Oh, we've gone down. Cool. Can we go up? All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's something that you're going to want to go and check out in its entirety. And, if you told, this is the thing, we're at this point now in music production where if you told me that was a real voice with just some processing, I would have believed you. Like, I don't think that that sounds bad at all. If you're looking for a vocalist, tell you what, I've just spaced on her name, Justine. Someone's going to help me in the chat here, who's submitted. Oh God. No, I've completely spaced on her name. You know, when you have those senior moment. Justine. Someone's going to help me out with the name of that. I know, Russ, you've been working with her lately. Someone please tell me her name. But I think she would crush that song if you are actually looking for a female vocalist. And it's good because Just Le Dimanche and Josephine, thank you. Josephine Desmet is who I was trying to think of, not Justine. That's why I was getting it wrong. Josephine Desmet would be great vocalist for that sort of tune because she has very similar sort of music. I think you two should team up. There you go. There's my recommendation du jour. And Just le Dimanche means only on Sundays. We've been confirmed by our French-speaking friends here. Alrighty, let's grab this tune. I mentioned at the start our friend Kronk Song across the pond. He does Mark Kronk Song Lovell. He does all of the intros that you hear here on Your Music Live, and he does all that out of the goodness of his own heart. And he does another cool thing. He does himself some 2-minute YML mixes of songs. Now, this really helps me out because I play between 1 and 2 minutes. So if you ever want to guarantee that you get 2 minutes of your song played instead of 1, guess what? Do me a 2-minute mix and you're in. You're in like Flynn. No ads, no Lotto Cat this week on here on SoundCloud. That's a bit of a shame. But we are going to listen to this one. What does Mark have to say? I've submitted this one as I'm not sure the previous one, You Come Apart, came through to you. Oh, there. If it did, then you have options. Well, I'm not sure. I'm just going to play this one. I'll leave the other one there for a future one. This song started at 3:30 a.m. one morning when I got the lyrics in my head. I had to dictate them into my iPad before going back to sleep. Yesterday, I came up with a GarageBand tune and wondered if I could get them to fit. Not too bad, I thought, but I would let you be the judge. Well, I'll let the 40, 50 people that are watching here be the judge as well, because this is a song called Wet Shoes from Kronk Song on Your Music Live.
I said, hey, what do you wanna do? Do you wanna get something to eat? She said, okay then, but I haven't got a clue what I'm going to wear on my feet. Last night all that jumping in puddles means my shoes are still soaking wet. And if I borrowed some of yours, I'd be walking like a clown, and in my eyes that's as low as you can get. Have to stay in and I could fix you some breakfast. I'll put your shoes by the fire to dry. I got a warm fuzzy feeling, like the first time my eyes met yours. Like all the little men inside my head were giving in around the floor. And today it's much louder, and I just couldn't be prouder to be with you, to be with you. When we step outdoors, later on we can go out. When it stops raining, we can talk about what we did and why we thought it was so entertaining. Meanwhile, put your feet up, enjoy your surroundings. You're going to be here for a while.
Very cool, very nice, good stuff. Yeah, what is it reminding me of? I'm not sure. Don't Fear the Reaper. It's reminding me of Blue Oyster Cult. A little bit of Don't Fear the Reaper, just the way it kicks along. Yeah, maybe a bit of Kinks as well. Yeah, a bit of Pulp, definitely a bit of that sort of Britpop. And whether you go the 90s Britpop that was influenced by the 70s Britpop or the original 70s Britpop, either way, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, love it. Love the feel of it. Good job. See, that's what you got to do. You got to wake up in the night. If you get an idea in your head at night, you've got to just throw it out there. You got to get it down one way or another. All right, speaking of getting it down one way or another, Joe and Barry Glenn. Right, so now, Joe, correct me. I want to make sure I get the right link. Okay, take two. Yes, I'm assuming this is the right link because Joe submitted something and then sent me a message saying, Pete, I submitted the wrong thing. It meant to be this thing and we changed it and it's a thing. All right, we're going to go to the second one round. So, Take two. Hopefully, no spelling errors. Jotted this down when my last son decided it was time to leave home with 3 grandkids. Double-edged sword. We can now crank the music up loud, but we do miss the little girls, especially Papa Barry. 10 tracks peeled away. Some of the harmony. Not totally happy with the vocal, but never really with my songs until they have stewed for a while. Done in GB, of course. Had lots of fun with LumaFusion. Hence, a bit busy. Just adore Jade's tutorials. Full of hilarity. Yeah, if you want to learn how to make music and music videos to submit your songs, Jade Starr's got a series that she's just done on LumaFusion. If you've used iMovie works well. But if you want to take your iOS video editing to the next level, then jump over and check out Jade's tutorials on LumaFusion. You won't regret it, because LumaFusion's about $30, but once you buy it, you own it forever, and it's what I use. It's what I use for everything that I produce here on this channel. So it can't be too bad. All right, let's jump in and listen to this one. It's a tune called Empty Nest, Joe and Barry Glenn on Your Music Live.
Empty nest, all alone. Empty nest, those babes have flown away to seek pastures new. I wish them joy and problems few. Empty nest, what bliss, what now? Crank the radio way up loud, no playful sighs of pure delight, no hungry babies cry at night. Oh my girls, they grow so fast, I pray they do not forget the past. Happy times in company spent, I know those times were but lent. No tiny hands to hold and guide, no big hugs freely given, no tears to wipe from those big brown eyes, no pictures shyly given, no tiny footsteps up the stairs, no noisy disputes to be shared.
Hits you in the feels, doesn't it? Yeah, every day that I look around here and I'm like, oh man, my kids are leaving a mess, and then I got to go make them breakfast, and then yeah, you stop and think like, well, you know, the opposite could be that you're on your own and you don't have those people around you. So, yeah, and the good news out of all that is that we can still be together virtually with the people we love. Imagine if it was 50 years ago where you'd have to make a phone call, or 100 years ago where you just simply couldn't, like you'd send a telegram or a letter, and you just don't get to see or talk to the people that you love. So, beautiful song. And again, hits you in the feels, doesn't it? Love it a lot. Yeah, both Joe and Barry and I were inspired by Jade's excellent shows on video production this week. Absolutely. Good stuff. Hello, X. We did play your tune a little bit earlier too, and it looked like you use LumaFusion too. LumaFusion for the win. I love it. It works well and does good things for your videos. I just use it to basically cut together and edit together the shows that I do here and the videos I do here. The level that other people get to with their LumaFusion productions is amazing. Next level productions, for sure. Let's go back in time and grab this tune. So this is from Albert Felder, and Albert says the following. He says, "Hi Pete and listeners, hope you are doing great. I am, and I hope you are too. This is my brand new song, Sakura, just like cherry blossoms that fall every season. People come and go in our lives. In the end, it is the people who stay by our side, the people we must cherish the most. Please kindly play from 2 minutes 11 until the guitar solo. The guitar solo is my favorite part. Thank you and have a great day, everyone." Because you asked so nicely. See, that's how you respectfully ask for something to be played from a certain spot, and we'll play it until we hear some solo goodness. So we're going to come along here to 2 minutes 11 and cue this one up, and let's take a listen to this one. This is Albert Felder with Sakura here on Your Music Live.
love's dead. Seated depart, not looking back. All the good things finally come to an end. Ego starts to grow, clashing with each other just like swords. Stop hurting each other with our words. Finally I know, I realize, like sakura floating away with the wispy guts of wind. Some people choose to live where sakura tells the sky they won't last long, but still it's beautiful.
There you go. One of the few times you'll hear a guitar solo here on the show. I do tend to turn down the guitar solos. I don't mean to, but it's just usually when it gets right to that point. But yeah, really nicely done. A little bit of John Lennon, yeah. Nice feel, good production, very nicely rounded, all-round stuff. So thank you for sharing, and some beautiful scenery going on there. Really dig on the scenery. Very, very nicely done. Right, well, we're going to move on here. If you are having fun, don't forget the thumbs up will tell me, and we'll tell YouTube, and we'll tell DistroKid, and we'll tell everyone how much you're enjoying it. And don't forget, we can only do this because of the wonderful folks at DistroKid. They help keep the lights on here at Studio Live Today Studios. If you're an independent artist, if you're getting ready for Songtember, you're going to start releasing your own music, and you want to get it out to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon, TikTok. Seriously, there's hundreds. They even released a media net which goes out to like 200 plus of the smaller places. Pandora, like it's everywhere, man. And yeah, you can do it for as little as $20, $19.99 per year. Save yourself 7% off by using the link. It's up there. It's down in the description. And while you're there in the link, do submit a song. If you haven't submitted a song before, you can go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. Join the fun. Keep in mind that Pete gets backlogged. Not like that, but Pete gets a backlog of songs, and it may be a few weeks before we hear your tune. Let's jump to our next song. This is Alan Abrams, and we're going to give this one a spin. It says, all done in iMac GarageBand, all stock plugins, songs about a guy who just can't live without his love. We've had a few love songs here today, right? Yeah, we've been rocking the love songs. We've been hitting ourselves in the feels. Let's take a listen to this one. I Can't Live Without You. This is Alan Abrams on Your Music Live.
I
2 guitar solos in a row. What's going on around here? Oh, get my manager in here. I don't know. This is unacceptable. I don't have a manager. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a manager. It's all me. Don't worry. When I say what we're doing around here at Studio Live today, I really mean me, but I don't, because I mean you, and I mean we as a community. So whilst you could say Studio Live today is just you, Johns, it is not. It is the whole community. Great stuff. I agree. Great stuff, Alan. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. 60s, Freddy's and the Dreamers vibe there. Yeah, very, very 60s rock and roll kind of feel. Bopping along. A bit Monkeys. Yeah, a little bit Monkeys. It's a little bit Monkeys. I'm a little bit rock and roll, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Us, yeah. Not we, but us. And thank you. There's Alan. There he is, right there, looking snappy in his mask. Yeah, at the moment, you never go too far without your mask around the place. We have masks required everywhere, which is cool. I'm down with it. I actually kind of like it. Don't tell anyone, because obviously I want the world to be a better place, and hopefully it's not a forever kind of thing. But I don't actually mind. I don't mind having to wear a mask, because I feel actually better. It helps me hide behind my mask. Let's play a tune from an artist called Classical Glass, or Classical Glass, I guess, maybe. They said this song is a result of a collaboration with the talented singer-songwriter Nick Everett from the UK. The instrumentation was all done using a Yamaha Mod X synthesizer and recorded and mixed on GarageBand. We live in remarkable times. I can compose something in Canada, send it to a singer in the UK through the internet, and with a few production tweaks, you have a song you can be proud of. Hear. Yeah, who's down for collaborations? Yeah, it's a great way to mix things together. And what's the old adage? It's like the sum of the parts is like the whole is better than the sum of the parts. I always butcher that quote, but it's true. Sometimes you've got some blind spots. Sometimes there's some things that you maybe don't absolutely rock at, but someone else does, and you can get them to help you out, and you create something that is better than either of you could have done by yourself. Yeah, I agree. I agree with me. It's great doing a solo show. I can make statements and then go, I agree, because losing the plot. All right, so this is called Whispers. It is Classical Glass and Nick Everett, and we're going to listen to it here on Your Music Live.
Upside, we're in this together, my ally, faring the weather, mistaking the wicked for the wise, they're shaking the thunder from the skies. I worry. Is that the wind in the tree? The swaying is she waving goodbye to me? Oh, darling, cradle my fears, they're pooling under my head. You surely listen now. Whispers tell you everything.
Yeah, right? So cool. The sort of stuff that I could just listen to for days. Really nicely done. Yeah, what can you say about that? Except that sometimes simple is best. Just some keys and a little bit of a pad there. And yeah, you will have to go back and watch the whole thing. I made your mum cry. I'm sorry, Thomas. Wait till we play your song, my friend. I bet your music makes your mum cry from time to time, Thomas. Very, very cool. Yeah, that was talent. That was pure talent right there. And the video is somehow perfect. You look at that video and you're like, does that really match what's going on with that song? I kind of think it does. I think it was really cool. Exactly. Little tear in my eye, tingles in my spine. Absolutely. Some great stuff there. Oh, yeah, the talent, the raw talent that we have in this community is just next level awesome. So thank you for submitting that one. We've got a track here. We're going to play this one now. Peter Honig gave me a whole bunch of information here, which is too long to read out here on the show. But he talked about a lot about the way he pulled the sounds together and the way he constructed this tune. But in the interest of time, we're just going to have to get on and play it because I think it's cool. This is a relatively new member of our community here, Peter, and this is a tune called The Hawk. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love the hawk screeches. Very cool, very different, very nice bass, very nice track. Yeah, just outstanding interest factor. That's the thing. I keep saying it again and again, but create things that are going to be interesting. Bring some shock to your music. Because predictability is the enemy of awesome sometimes, and sometimes you just want to take something in a completely different direction and go, "This is what I'm doing here. I'm going to throw the hawk in your face." It was very, very cool indeed. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring, and remember, Sharon is Karen. I know. What's that? 4th time I've said that today? Who knows? But that's why I made a T-shirt. So that you can share your love. I'm not centered, am I? I keep sliding over. I keep sliding further over this way, but I'm trying to keep myself in the middle of the frame here. Let's move to our next track. I'm pretty sure we have this artist here in the chat, and it is a cool name, DJ Normal Norman. And DJ Normal Norman says, "I meditate and make music, so it's like the title says, a hat tip to the Tao." This is interesting. Again, everything's so interesting. I like it. There was the hawk screech. Let's take a listen to this one. Hat tip to the Tao, DJ Norman on Your Music Live. Why am I talking like that? Yeah, right. Get the glow sticks out, Joe. Let's rave. I like it. Exactly. And again, the slow build, the anticipation, a nice clubbing track. Very good stuff, DJ Normal Norman. By the way, I used to joke that if I ever became a DJ and had a DJ artist, like, because there was a time of Fatboy Slim, like there was the sort of the 3-word things. And I'm like, I would want to be Club Baby Seal. I'm sorry, I let myself out. And that's weird because I'm an environmentalist and an animal protector, yet I wanted to have a group or maybe a club. Can you imagine that? Yeah, where you going? Oh, you got the stuff? Yeah, where we going tonight? Oh, we're going to Club Baby Seal. Be terrible. So non-PC in 2021. But there you go. I'm nothing if not honest, and that was weird. All right, let's move to our next track here. This one is from Le Vision, and it is called Hey Baby. And they say this song is about honest feelings to some girl, just some girl. Light rock from my soul. I like it. I like the sound of that. Let's jump in here and take a listen to this. This is Le Vision, and it is Hey Baby here on Your Music Live.
Hey baby, just tell me some words, or is it that time when we are both feeling that way? Oh my sweet baby, why am I so lost in these thoughts where you and I desire truth, not lies. Again, oh, sweet, sweet baby, is it the time I finally recognize that my numbing in the feelings that I got from you, and all the secret signs I got from you, the secret smile, the rare look, it takes my mind away. And if we both believe this feeling, we lead our lives ahead, then just stay one moment longer, just stay.
That's what we're talking about there. Yeah, a bit of Nick Cave going on there. I'm hearing a little bit of Tom York, a bit of Radiohead kind of sound there. Very nice, great production, crooner sounds, very smooth, wonderful vocals, nice voice. Hey, Louis80, I don't think I've seen your name here in the chat before. Welcome to the community. We love having new folks around here. Yeah, a little bit Tom Waits as well. Yeah, I dig it. Very cool. Nicely done. Brilliant stuff indeed. Where are we at? We only got about 15 minutes left, so we better crack on with some more tunes. We've got this one from Orchestra Eclipse coming up. We then got some Happy Ron. We've got some Thomas Gillane, and we've got some Glenn Clark. So you don't want to miss any of those. Where are you going? Don't leave. You can't go yet. Too much cool stuff coming. All right. Now, Orchestra Eclipse piqued my interest, sent me a submission just before I closed it off yesterday, before I pulled all the songs down, and he said, "Hi Pete, I had a random idea to mash up the Simpsons theme, and Battle of the Heroes from Star Wars. Don't know where I got this idea from, but the mashup worked, and my subscribers enjoyed it, so I thought I would submit it here." Well, there you go. We're gonna give it a spin, because why not? So this is the Simpsons theme. As many folks know, I'm a huge Simpsons fan. Not a huge Star Wars fan, though. I know. Boo me. I've not even watched the new movies, which are ironically the old movies in the timeline. I don't know, man. I get confused. Anyway, this is Orchestra Eclipse on Your Music Live. Bit of Homer doing going on there. Nicely done. Yeah, a little bit of fun. You got to experiment when you're doing things like this. Just throw some things out there, see what sticks, see what comes together there. Yeah, good stuff. The strings might have just been in my cans here, but the string sounds were just a little on the harsh side. So I would probably try and soften those, maybe find a different string sample or pull down some of that EQ because there was just a little bit too much high end in there that distracted a little bit. But yeah, nicely done. Simpson, Do, that's great. The Simpson score. Yeah. Sounds like a darker version of The Simpsons, right? Exactly. Nice one. Alrighty, let's continue on here. Hands up, fans of Happy Ron. Give us a smiley face in the chat if you like being happy and you like listening to Happy Ron. Happy Ron's a bit of an institution around here in YML land, and he has some really cool songs, including this one. This is a classic from 2018 of Happy Ron. And Ron says, what would you say to your younger self if you could? Something many of us, I'm sure, have thought about before. Right? Yep, there you go. There's some folks that love a bit of Happy Ron in their lives. Look at this. Look at all these people that love being happy, love happiness, and love Happy Ron. So we're going to play this tune. It is called Message to Me, with some growing up quotes to go with these as well. So let's give this one a spin here. Happy Ron on Your Music Live.
If you could just look forward to see what you achieve, what would it take for you to believe, to see the face of all you could be? If you could just reach back to face who you once were, what would you say about what you've learned from all the times you got burned? Travel back in time, if only in the mind. For this is my message to you. Just look ahead in everything you do. You will find your way home. You won't always be on your own. For this is my message to you. Made myself a vow, it's what kept me alive. That if I could look forward with a smiling face, one day I'd look back from a better place. Groove along in time.
That's probably my favorite. You don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Can we please get that message out there to anyone who's sitting around going, oh yeah, this music stuff, it's such hard work, and I'm going to go into forums and have fights with people about whether Pro Tools is better than Logic. Just have fun. Music is supposed to be enjoyable. If you're doing something that makes you less happy than before you started doing it, here's the memo. Don't do it. Right? Yeah. Do like Ron. Be like Ron. Yeah, always fantastic music with a wonderful message. Good stuff there. Ron does always put a smile on your dial. So thank you, Ron, for being a wonderful part of the community. As always, appreciate you big time. Just going to do some maintenance here. Going to delete the incorrect Joe and Barry submission that they had before. All right, we are coming toward the end. So we have two more tunes I've been teasing for a little bit of time. We're going to finish strong here, folks. We've got a couple of amazing tunes from some amazing artists that we have played quite a few times here before. They are fundamental components. They're cogs in the wheel that is Studio Live today. And we're going to start with this guy, a guy by the name of Thomas Gillane. Yes, Thomas Gillane out of Belgium. Had a great chat with Thomas and Russ. No, Thomas and Brad Example it was this week about chocolate. And the delicious Belgian chocolate. And I did go out and buy some chocolate immediately afterwards. So I'm pretty sure that Thomas Gillane is actually a plant for Belgian chocolate companies. But that's just me. All right, let's have a listen to this one. What does Thomas have to say? The follow-up to The Mysterious Prelude. To all those who give more than they can spare. A reminder that friendship and love isn't measured by what you have or own. Right? I'll rant on that afterwards, but let's not get off track. Let's listen to this one. Thomas Gillane with All You Got here on Your Music Live.
take all you got.
I mean, there's boom, and then there's boom, right? There's talent, and then there's Thomas Gillane. And this is a dude who just a short couple of years ago was saying things like, oh, I'm just not that confident in the vocals that I'm recording and producing here. And I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me. The sound, just the unique sound and the fullness of the music and the backing tracks that Thomas produces is unbelievable, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. What would you call it? Dark piano pop? Yeah. Who knows? I don't know what to call it, but it doesn't matter. We don't need to pigeonhole everything, but man, that's amazing stuff. So thank you, Thomas. And thank you everyone who submitted today. Thank you for everyone for supporting other artists. Don't forget that you can check out the links to all of the songs that we've played here on the show today. They are all down in the description. So I've done the work for you. If you found something that is so cool, like Thomas Gillane, or like other songs that we played here today, then jump down in the description. Check them out. Support the folks who support the channel and the show here, including our wonderful sponsors. So Studio Live Today could not be Studio Live Today without DistroKid, and we wouldn't be able to support you as independent artists and do this show every week and showcase so much amazing talent if DistroKid didn't help out. So a huge thanks to DistroKid for sponsoring the show. If you want to release your music online, I cannot recommend them enough. They are very affordable and they have a lot of cool features, as you've seen here on the show today. So DistroKid for the win. Speaking of the win, our man across the Tasman, Mr. Glenn Clark, we have played him before. He never ceases to amaze and never disappoints when he releases a song. And it's hard to say this because there's a heat. I loved Glenn's Lockdown song. I love everything that Glenn does. And this is perhaps my favorite song, but also video production of all time. It is it shows Glenn's creativity, his skill, his acting ability, as well as amazing songwriting. Glenn has this to say: hello to all my wonderful YML family. Here's a brand new Glenn Clark Lockdown release, because yes, our 4 friends in New Zealand have had a bit of an issue with lockdown lately, like we have here in Australia. This is my attempt at a radio-friendly 3-minute single. It's unashamedly pop and heaps of fun to create. Recorded in GarageBand on my Mac Mini M1 and video completed in iMovie. Took me 20 failed attempts to get this single take. Not much room for error. Will I make it in time? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. So we're going to go out, we're going to play the entire song here, because you have to see this one to the end, and then you'll want to go and watch the whole thing again anyway. So let's go out, let's finish the, let's put a cherry on top of this sucker with Glenn Clark, You Can't See Me, here on Your Music Live.
So here we stand, stare at the world, chaotic and strange. Beware of the signs, a planet destroyed. Life is unraveling, it's a dangerous game you can't ignore. If I can't see you, you can't see me. If I can't see you, you can't see me. Deny all you want, but life has a funny way of making you change. So you'd better evolve. Bury your head, black out the media, the ignorant bliss of the inflexible brain. If I can't see you, you can't see me. If I can't see you, you can't see me. time for complacency. What used to be yours will never be mine. Swallow the truth. Life is an attitude. If together we change, we can maybe live on and on and on and on. If I can't see you, you can't see me. If I can't see you, you can't see me. If I can't see you, you can't see me. If I can't see you, you can't see me.
I still genuinely get nervous at this part of the song. Oh, you can see he's got it. He's got it. Yeah! Woo! Can we get some applause, please, for the song, but also for the fact that that Glenn made it to the end there and solved the cube. Here's the thing about Glenn. I saw him on social media doing Rubik's Cubes and buying speed cubes and clocking his time and doing this stuff. And I'm like, at the time I remember thinking, this is unusual. Glenn doesn't do something without having something else that it's for. As in, I'm not sure that Glenn's just decided to take up cubing. Maybe, but I've just got this feeling that something's coming out of this, that there's some sort of creative element that he's going to throw into this somehow. I had no idea what it was going to be, but it ended up being that, which is a whole lot of fun. Yes, very, very cool, very good stuff. Thank you. And thank you all for being here today. Please, if you did have some fun, if you enjoyed the very cool tunes that we played here today, please just hit the little thumbs up button there. If there's someone that you think would enjoy this show as well, please share it. Hit the share button, share it over. Sharing is caring, and Sharon is Karen. Hopefully I'll get my new Sharon is Karen t-shirt to wear, but I'm more than happy to represent DistroKid because they are our wonderful sponsors of this show. But what have we got coming up over the weekend? Well, it turns out that Thomas is playing tomorrow, so make sure that you jump over. Thomas, throw your link here before we finish up so folks can go over there. What have we got on this channel? Well, there's a heap happening. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a by request happy hour. Yes, I'll be playing some acoustic versions of some cool songs, and you'll be able to be interactive and let me know what you want to hear. We've then got GarageBand Weekly back to its usual time, back on Sunday evening or afternoon or Monday morning here in Australia. And then we have a very special launch party on Tuesday morning or Monday evening, depending on, again, where you are in the world. We've got our Songtember launch party where we've got a bunch of stuff we want to talk about, a couple of special guests that will be on the show as well. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on here around the channel. So definitely stick around for those. But for now, we are going to have to jump out of here. And what we say at the end of every show, and it's fitting that we had the song from Thomas there, and then we had the song from Glenn about, you know, some of the challenges and some of the things that folks are going through at the moment. And I say this at the end, and I do mean it. Look after yourself, folks. Like self-care, it is important to look after yourself and have that self-care and then look after your own mental and physical health, because only then can you help look after others. If you're not getting yourself the time to actually relax and to cope with things, you're going to be useless to other people. So it's not selfish to say, hey, I need some time just to get my stuff together. Then you can help other people. And then ultimately you can keep creating. Because if you're a music creator, it's kind of like breathing and sleeping. You have to do it. You really have to do it. So keep creating, folks. And thank you. I thank you all for being here. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Let's play ourselves out with this Kronk song theme again. This is very cool stuff. Woo.
You might want to hear this.
You just did.
The name's Pete Johns.
Night, everybody. Have a good one.
He plays
Bye
music,
for now.
other people's music.